Hey guys, Mrs. Talk Techie here, and I have our back to school edition Techbuzz newsletter here for you guys. I've added a couple of things that hopefully will facilitate us going back to school in remote learning. So I know that in our district, we will be going full virtual for a couple of weeks. So with that said, I do have this newsletter. I want to let you guys know you can actually get this resource that is a hyperdoc. You can find it in the description below. I've added the hyperlink down there. So if you want to get a copy so that you can click through it and easily be taken to those sites, go ahead and grab that copy there. Of course, feel free to share it out to your colleagues and friends. And of course, additionally, don't forget to subscribe. What I'll also be doing is I'll add a link below for a subscription. If you're interested and want to get notified and want to receive this resource to your email, go ahead and fill out that Google form below so that I can add you to the list. All right, guys. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now, before we get started, I do have these hyperlinks throughout the entire resource, and I wanted to make it easy so that you just click on it and it'll take you directly to that quick tutorial or to that website. So just keep that in mind. You can easily click on those to find out a little more information about it. So if you look at myself below, I have a make a selfie Giphy, and I actually love this. So if you want to be giving some personalized comments to your kiddos, especially during remote learning, you want to kind of have your presence there with your kids. You want your kids to know who's my teacher behind my computer screen. This is a great way to do it. Now, you can easily download the app on your phone. I like to use Giphy.com. So if you have your app and then go to Giphy.com, I've actually synced my Giphy.com account with my app as well. So everything I create on my phone will automatically appear on my account. Check it out. Here's my account. Here's some of the ones that I've created on my phone. And because they're linked, they come out here as well. So I want to show you what can I do with these. I can actually grab this one, and you can change the privacy settings also. So if you put private, you can still use them for yourself, but they won't be accessible to the public. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a copy of this one. So I'm going to click on this link. Notice it says link copy to clipboard, and I'm going to take you to a Google Slides presentation. Here's an example of what I created. I can actually go to Insert, Image, by URL, and because it's copied to my clipboard, all I have to do is click on Control V, which is paste. There it is, and insert. And so now you'll see that it has my Giphy or my Giphy right there. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this. This is just one of them. If you're giving feedback to your kids, or if you're creating one of those resources where it's like an interactive activity, and if they clicked on the wrong spot, you can come out saying no or try again. So anyways, that is a personal favorite of mine that I will be definitely utilizing this year in remote learning. The next one is Mentee, and Mentee is live polling. So if you're planning on going live with your kiddos, maybe through Google Meets or Zoom or whichever other platform you might be using, Mentee is an awesome addition you can have so that you can really engage your kids in your lessons. Let me show you a little bit of how it works. So this is basically the interface of Mentee.com. I've already created a quick presentation. You can make these presentations within a minute and have them ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and present this first one. And I did this one in a training that I was conducting for teachers. And I wanted to kind of gauge my audience, get some diagnostics of where they stand as far as certain web tools that we were going to be going over. And so I created this Mentee in which, as I was doing my presentation, I then moved over and presented this. They got on their mobile device or opened another tab and typed www.mentee.com, and that is the code right there that they use to go in and start the polling. And so I was able to get some diagnostics as far as my audience, and so that it can allow me to really focus on providing greater detail on certain parts of my presentation. Another thing that I did was get some feedback from them. After I presented a specific topic, I wanted to know, okay, what did you guys like about that? Or what would you like to learn a little bit more about? And so you start to engage your audience in your presentations, especially our kiddos. I want to show you this next one. And this one is a word cloud that is part of Mentee. There are so many different things you can do. You can do multiple choice, Q&A, Q&A. You can do ranking, a scale one as well. There's a lot of different options available. What I love about the Wordcloud is that it will let us know as educators whether or not the kids are understanding the concepts, but most importantly, whether or not our lesson was successful. It's just a matter of really focusing on what we're giving our kids. So for example, here, all I did was, what's your favorite color, right? And so the more colors that are submitted that are the same, the larger the word. So if the submissions are the same, the word is going to come out larger. That's a good indication to let us know whether or not the kids are understanding the concepts. So for example, if I did one on the Industrial Revolution and I'm providing this as an exit ticket and I told them, go ahead and give me the words most associated with the Industrial Revolution. And so if the words are what I'd like for them to know or associate them with, then we're good. But if I start seeing a lot of random words, then that's a good indication that my lesson didn't go as planned. Therefore, I need to monitor, adjust my instructions so that I don't continue teaching it quote unquote wrong, right? I want it to be as successful as possible. So this is a good way to gauge your lesson's success. So check it out, guys. Everything I showed you is part of the free version. They do have premiums and upgrades. That's totally and completely up to you. I use the free version and I've never had any trouble whatsoever. I hope you guys like that. So right next to me, or is it this side? I don't know. Anyways, Google Classroom 101. Do you need the basics? Have you been told, hey, we're going to be using Google Classroom as our learning management system this year, and you didn't have time to prep? You need the basics, the initial setup. Then I have a resource for you. If you click on this one right here, you're going to be taken to a hyperlink document similar to this one that I have here in front of us. And in that hyperlink document, you have the teacher video. So this one right here, you can click on this one also. And so you have a initial setup, how to access your Google Classroom, how to set up a class, how to invite your students or have them get added into your class, and of course, how to set up that Google Meets link. So that one is your initial setup. Additionally, if you have your kiddos that are going to be probably using it for the first time as well, then I have a very similar video, but for parents and students. I also made it in Spanish. Bear with me with the Spanish one. I did have to use a lot of Google Translate, but if you're interested in that, this link has the Spanish one, but if you click right here, you'll get the English one as well. But I want to show you what the resource looks like so that if you want to grab a copy yourself, you can grab that. And if you know that there's teachers out there that need this support, then you can share that out with your teachers as well.